And
Welcome back, everybody. Got a couple of new casters for you. Nation and Somber decided to take a seat for this next series, at least a couple of them. Hello, my name is Feisty Taquito. Alongside me is a new face of the CCS scene, Mr. Borky himself. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great. So excited to be here. So thrilled. I recently got really addicted to College Rocket League, and it's just been nonstop in my schedule recently. So super thrilled, super pumped to be here. And it's an exciting matchup that we have for you tonight. It's FAU versus LA Tech.
Yeah, man. And you talk about getting obsessed with collegiate Rocket League. As you can tell, if you only recently got obsessed, you've missed quite a story that's been made here. CCS making its own story alongside of CRL as well. So there's just so much content to consume. I mean, we got 186 teams here in this league that we get a chance to put eyes on. Like you said, Florida Atlantic taking on Louisiana Tech. It's going to be the Owls versus the Bulldogs. And I do believe everyone here is ready. I think we're all in the lobby. I mean, if you're ready, Borky, I say we get this series going.
Yeah, well, why not? I mean, I'm sure people have enjoyed yapping enough here, but what they're really here for is Rocket League. We get into stats or wins, but at the end of the day, it's not paper. It's the pitch that decides how fate is dictated. So I think we should just get right into it if we can.
Yeah, I know. Gotta wait for the guys to ready up in the lobby. They look like they're eager to go. At least I see a couple people trying to drop in before the queue, but that doesn't matter. Like you said, we're all ready to go. We need to get this action going. We've got to put it on your screen. It's the best of 5, like it is. It's week 1 non-conference here in the CCS, so none of this actually matters. It just matters for your stats, not to the conference you actually play in. But 5 minutes on the clock. We got it right before your screen. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, blue is Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, Florida Atlantic over there in the red, the Owls rocking it down. Borky, what has been your favorite part so far going through this collegiate Rocket League journey?
Ooh, well, besides the scoring, which we just got very welcome to with only 9 seconds into this one, I just love the story and the narrative that these schools are able to build and produce. And I'm a big college sports fan, and I think for me, the community is also a really big part for not just college sports, but college Rocket League in general, because there's always going to be a school in your area that you can get behind and support, or you're going to be alumni. So it's just really great seeing all the fans always come out to support their teams. But enough about that. There is Rocket League being played in front of us right now. It has been 30 seconds, and it's going to be FAU that jump out to the early scoring quantity, trying to get a shot back in favor there for LA Tech, but it is saved away.
We've got to produce a little bit of offense over there on the side of Florida Atlantic. Looks like, or I say on Florida Atlantic, I had it backwards. There we go. The team that I should have been talking about, LA Tech, is the one who actually scores. Dr. Dom putting this one in. Now, it's a little bit of a familiar roster here. Linead still on the team, as well as Dr. Dom and Quantity. Skies, Mitra, and we got, the Valkyrie coming back as well with the side of Florida Atlantic. The couple of teams that I'm used to seeing, Skies, as soon as I mention their name, putting one in. Throughout this CCS journey of my own, like I love the fact that we get multiple ways to view these teams across several different streams. You yourself getting involved over on Bepic's channel, like we talked about before we got in here. Less than a minute though, Borky, and there are 3 goals on the scoreboard. This may look to be a high-scoring game. What do you think?
Oh, it definitely has all of the makings to be a high-scoring team. Both of these teams very mechanical. I know that LA Tech just came off of a nice 3-0 sweep to start the day. I believe FAU went 3-1. I might be mistaken there, but it just speaks volumes for how talented both of these rosters are. And when you kind of put 2 titans in the ring together, they're going to trade blows. And at the end of the day, it just matters which one's able to land that final one. We will see LA Tech mounting some good pressure right now, trying to get FAU scrambling on their goal line.
Touch here. Quantity has an opportunity. This will be sent away, though. Skies trying to find the middle of the pitch. Isn't doing a good job of it so far, forcing the Owls to have to not panic, but play tight on the rotation on defense. Valkyrie stuck against the sidewall. Mitra Big help there. Big demo as well. Man advantage will at least clean the pitch for this moment, guys, to the back wall. But that is a great touch from Linehead to at least send the ball forward. The Bulldogs need to get a goal back here. It's been a little bit since somebody scored. We almost saw something there. Big whiff on the play. Mitra, a chance to approach. What a 50, but it's right to skies. Valkyrie locked in on everything, gets a team bump. Now the Owls have to retreat.
Yeah, I mean, LA Tech have been doing a really good job here of keeping FAU stuck on their own side of the pitch here, but every time FAU gets out on one of these counterattacks, it looks so dangerous, and each one has unlimited potential to possibly be another scoring opportunity. We've already seen 2 their way, but look at this shot here, just slipping it past the defense's Linehead. Oh, I'm barely beating out Mitra as well, and it's just absolute chaos there on that goal line.
You hate to see it too, right? Like, you definitely want to be in a favorable position when you are the last one back. I mean, there was a couple of people back there for Florida Atlantic, but they were just a still awkward positioning on defense. Dr. Dom almost finds a dunk right there at the goal line. A couple of demos are helping out the Bulldogs, or they're not helping out the Bulldogs, excuse me. They didn't have a person in place to shoot on that, so retreating will be their option here. Mitra gets challenged right there. The final third. Skies put one almost top corner. What a placement on that one to go by the wayside. Dr. Dom needs some help, possibly. Looking for a team play. Linehead goes. Quantity. No boost to the tank. I like the decision to stay low there, but that's a high play shot at the crossbar. Doesn't deny it's a better save. And oh my, Florida Atlantic escape with that one.
Oh, I bet they're breathing a little sigh of relief, some help from the woodwork to get them out of that tricky situation. And it's a really good heads-up play there from Quantity, just slowing it down, knowing that possession will eventually fall back into your lap and allow you a shot like that. Linehead's up. He sends a heater towards net, but Valkyrie able to keep things out. It's a quick turn of events here now for FAU. Mitra trying to muscle this through, and he does get it to Valkyrie, and he slots that in, and FAU restore their lead.
Muscle, just straight muscle from Mitra, and just pure dedication to getting that one through. We stopped the play exactly at 60 seconds left, so a minute here for the Bulldogs to try to tie this one back up. Quantity almost off the kickoff. Is able to get something going, but Dr. Dom wasting all that boost. Linehead an awkward position. That dunk is favorable, but it does only go back to the mid. Maybe we see some play here. Linehead over 1. Dr. Dom, no boost to the tank. Good demo. This could be something off the side. No one is there. Quantity late to the race. An open net opportunity for the Bulldogs. Gone by the wayside.
What? But the pressure hasn't been relieved just yet. The Bulldogs keeping this one in. Val gonna try to send us high into the midfield. Linak keeps it in. Quantity almost finding it down there to Dr. Dom, but with 14 seconds remaining, they have one final attack here. The clock is not on their side. They need one to force us into overtime. That touch there is definitely not going to help out that case. Linak sends it across. Quantity doesn't get it to the sidewall, and we'll see FAU securing game number 1.
Tough. They had an opportunity there for a 0-second play. Unfortunately, that one did go by the wayside. So the Bulldogs concede the first game of the series, but that's not that big of a deal. They got plenty more games left in the tank. Hopefully, that is. You give up one, though, in a best of 5, and that means the lock-in. That means the lock-in has to happen much more quickly, Borky. You do not have the ability to afford another loss in this series.
Yeah, I mean, but you do have a little bit of leniency. You know, that first game's all about figuring each other out. We saw right out of the gate a lot of scoring back and forth. And then as the clock continued to move on, it kind of went more fundamental. You got a better understanding of what the offense might look like. And from that point, it was just that last goal from FAU that managed to seal things. But I mean, now that they have things more figured out, LA Tech, a lot of opportunities. If they can just get those shots a little lower, a little more center, they have a really good chance of evening out the series.
They could. I think offense is definitely something to be asked for, or more precise offense. Really, I think is what I want to go for here for LA Tech. It is looking pretty good for Florida Atlanta. Their field domination seems to be much more in favor on their side. They are able to get a lot more on the offensive front when they are in possession of the ball. Mitra, a chance here, goes a little too early. Sky's not exactly the best opportunity there on the side. They will have to really work this one out. Hopefully we can get a spectator side on the screen there. Sorry, maybe our production is asleep at the wheel. Yeah, I know, guys. I'm so sorry. There we go. He is back. He's working. Nation probably dealing with some nonsense of his own. We don't fault him for it at all. He's a very busy man.
Yeah, Nation doing the Lord's work behind the scenes. Big shout out to everything that he's doing, especially while being sick. Huge shout out there. But right back into the action here. Mitra getting a good offensive push there for FAU. It is Quantity who forces it back down, but we're just having a little game of ping pong here in the midfield. Neither side wanting this ball to fall on their final third. But it will look like LA Tech finally do settle down this dispute. It's a shot that comes in. It is pushed out by Valk, but Dr. Dom keeping us in the corner.
Oh, opportunity again, and there it is. Is able to get up to the ball just in time. Puts it a little out of the reach there of Mitra, who was throwing their body towards the net. Couldn't save it away, and the Bulldogs are able to score first in game number 2.
And that's a great way to respond. You know, you do drop that opening series. The question always comes in, how's the mental? How much does that first game really weigh on the remainder of the series? And it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Line that up for that one, trying to put a shot on target. Mitra does beat out Dr. Dom there in the midfield. It sets up an opportunity, but a bit of an overcommit there on the third man. Almost allowed LA Tech their second here, and it's a quick scramble back that keeps things only 1.
That's an opportunity that obviously they're going to want back on the side of LA Tech. We're moving back up the pitch one more time. Mitra trying to clear this one away. Linead trying to go for it, has the flip reset, couldn't get the angle, my lord. That would have been disgusting from Linead, but they aren't able to make it fall through. Valk, a chance to push this one away, gets cut off by, I believe that was Quantity? No, couldn't have been. It was. I can't believe Quantity got up that high. I was confused. I saw the name pop up, but wasn't sure because I was looking for Linead on the back line. Quantity again, name getting called multiple times here, makes the save on the back line. Mitra, though, stretching for that, keeping the ball game at just 1-0 here as we approach halftime.
Dr. Dom looking to set his teammates up here. Quantity does manage to get a touch behind that one for a shot. Line out of there on the follow-up, but FAU really stepping up here in the defensive department. That one dangerous for LA Tech. It will be pushed away by Dr. Dom. A quick counterattack ensues, but no real substance behind that one. Not a goal coming out. Still only 1 separates. And a lot of this game seems to be getting more and more scrappy. Dr. Dom gets the save. Ball doesn't move an inch, and he's bailed out by his teammates.
Quantity to receive, try to find Linead. I like the attempt on the play. You saw Linead kind of park the brakes a little bit, looking for a chance, but that one got sent away. The Bulldogs have definitely dominated offense this game. Specifically, there's been a lot here. Quantity jumping in front of that one, gets a save. Now Sky's a little awkward, and so are the Bulldogs. They aren't in the best position to push this one forward. An errant shot thrown to the net, doesn't fall, but they get a chance to go again. Linead, maybe a bump. There's huge. Oh no, that was an insane mix-up, but what a save from Mitra.
Oh, and Mitra still getting the second follow-up there from the passing play that tried to come in instantly after. Very good heads up, or maybe just lucky positioning. Regardless, though, it bails out FAU. They're still in this fight. We are south of halfway through this game, though, so pace is going to start to pick up a little bit here. Valk needs to get this one in center for his teammates. Linead, though, is going to steal that away. Sky's quick 50 keeps the FAU offense hopes moving forward. For now, it's a rule 1 on the sidewall, and we find a 2v2.
Ooh, Sky's opportunity there. That one goes by the wayside with a bump, and that's a wide open net. And Skies gets bumped in the corner again. The insurance touch. Up by 2 go the Bulldogs, and LA Tech looking to secure the win in this one.
It's just great comms there from the team as well, recognizing the opening. Dr. Dom bumping Skies, and that's going to be so frustrating. Not a lot you can do there. Just have to watch it slowly roll into your own net. Valk taking us up here to the backboard. Does get it, but the double falling a little bit off mark. Quantity trying to play us here into the corner. Doesn't manage to get it in field. Didn't really have a teammate lurking though, so it's not too harsh for them just yet. Quantity trying to get the 50. It's going to be a nice little game of keep away here for LA Tech as these waning seconds tick down. But game number 2 is looking all but done and in their favorite. Oh,
that one. That's just insult to injury, Borky. Come on. You get the 50, you get the challenge. Dr. Dom is huge. Hit the weight room. Doesn't matter. 3 seconds on the clock. 3 goals on the scoreboard. It is a shutout currently. If your name is Florida Atlantic, this one is a nice caveat to how that first game went in the series, and that's got to feel good if you're the Bulldogs.
We were talking about how we wanted to see a bit more offense from LA Tech. Well, they brought that out for us. It was on full display, 3 goals. You have to love that. But I mean, one thing that if you weren't with us in the earlier matches here today, it really felt like the Quantity and Linad show with the passing players they're putting on. But Dr. Dom, MVP here for LA Tech, a very impressive series. Participated in 2 of those goals and also made some impressive stands on defense.
They absolutely did. I'm very impressed with the way that LA Tech turned this one around. One thing that I do remember a lot about this team was Linad on defense. Linad is a very strong defensive player. Currently also suffering from some ping difference there. My Lord, saw their ping spike up for just a minute. But Florida Atlantic. Never mind. I was going to say something about Florida Atlantic. I see Quantity rocking the Hatsune Miku car. It might just be done, bro. I mean, do you know about the player from A&M, Karsune Miku?
Oh, yeah. I actually had the privilege of casting Karsune Miku last night over on the Bepic stream for the Night Lights Invitational. But Mitra, though, FAU looking to respawn after, I don't want to say humiliation in the previous game, but a game that definitely didn't play out in their favor. And that's a good way to get some confidence back.
It is. I was going to say the buff might come in, but I feel like your name also has to follow suit if you're rocking it. But that's a good get-back goal for Florida Atlantic. They went scoreless through game number 2. At least starting game number 3 with 1 in their favor is huge until they start whipping every single touch that they have in their own half. Maybe I should just stop complimenting the teams. I did this last night, Borky. I was giving some compliments while I was commentating with Somber, and it just didn't go very well.
Is it a classic case of the caster curse coming out?
100%. Always. I am one of the best people, one of the best voices to absolutely commentator curse every team that I love and want to support, and it happens all the time. However, the Owls were looking great there for a moment. Now they got to play some defense here. Quantity didn't put enough behind that one, wouldn't fall through. Off the back wall we go one more time. Quantity trying to go again off the pass, will not find. Dr. Dom back a little further than expected. Line out as well. The team on the side of the blue cannot approach. They have to play good defense. Dr. Dom sends this one to the mid. LA Tech looking for an approach. That's an errant shot. Valk with the easy save. And the Bulldogs haven't been able to find a shot just yet through the first 90 seconds.
Yeah, and FAU have been doing a lot better job this game of contesting in the midfield. We saw what happened when they got stuck on that defensive rotation, and it just kind of felt like they were there for forever during that second game. But now that they're navigating out of those murky waters a lot better, it sets them up for this. Mitra, open net, will take full advantage of that all day and putting FAU on their back here, willing them into this third game, trying to put themselves back in the lead of the series.
Yeah, they're doing a lot over there on the side of FAU. We were looking at a couple different players who have solidified themselves as the lead players of the series. You know what I mean? Dr. Dom looking for an extra one. Skies in the 1v1 against Quantity. Good 50 challenge. Over the top, another good 50 from Valk. Lined will have to wait patiently for their turn. Back to the mid. Quantity's racing. Doesn't get to the ball in time, but Lineout is there to help. Mitra is going to be awkward here. It's a good challenge. We have a pass to the mid. Quantity may be able to get a touch, but it's off to the corner. If I am LA Tech, I've got to find a goal soon.
Yeah, I mean, you are about halfway through this game now, so there is time. It is possible. Earlier, we saw a 4-1 comeback and win. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, but you definitely do need something soon, as you were just mentioning there, Taquito. Dr. Dom's going to try to get that going first. Quantity sends a shot. It's a big miss there on the backboard, and Linad, he's going to punish all day long, and LA Tech right back into this.
Yeah, well, for the time being, they cut the lead in half at least. It's only a 1-goal differential. Great shot off the crossbar there from Lined. Much needed for the Bulldogs. I feel like they were going a little too long without putting a score on the board. Maybe, oh, that was almost a bump. There's the bump from Valk and on the teammate. That was nothing but calamity as Mitra gets the hat trick.
And I mean, that's something that we have to admire, is the physicality that FAU have been bringing out this series. We saw LA Tech getting a bit physical last series, so giving them a taste of their own medicine. And if you couldn't beat their defense, just delete them from the pitch. Problem solved.
Oh yeah, but that's the classic phrase, my friend. If you can't beat them, delete them. And if you can't hit the ball, get out the way. Quantity. As soon as a goal goes in for the Owls, they get it right back. Lead still only at 1.
That's a great response there for the Bulldogs. Not getting too nervous being down 2. You've been there before. You brought yourself back within 1. Well, just do it again. Quick response. That's exactly what they need in this game here. A minute 30 will be approaching us soon on the clock. And it's going to be probably the longest minute 30 here for FAU. That clock moving at half speed. A big touch there from Skies. Just dropped the ball there to Linat. He will get a touch. Dr. Dom's going a bit backwards with that one. Sets up Mitra here, who's able to have a bit of a battle over in the corner. But it will be once again broken out here by LA Tech. And they've been doing a good job here in the second half of maintaining possession.
Ooh. There is a good challenge in the corner. The Bulldogs need to get out of their own half. And of course, as soon as I say that, Dr. Dom, nice clear. Valk into space. Skies does get an important touch. Valk gets to shoot one more time. Quantity, a great touch on the back wall. Good save. But less than a minute left. This is going to be incredibly important here for LA Tech to push. They need to get the ball across the half. Valk has an opportunity. Weak shot, test defense, and they pass that one. Skies coast to coast on this for Valk to pick up. Challenge is good out of the corner, the double touch. Pretty sure Dr. Dom did not want there. It really interrupted the flow. But Linad, an opportunity, gets challenged well by Skies. They have about one more push forward, or this could be detrimental. Shot is weak. Skies, easy touch. Linad plays it low. This could be really, really good for the Bulldogs. They need to get some possession. They go back up with Quantity. They're going to play this in 0 seconds, but it's put down. And Florida Atlantic take game number 3.
It's another very close game there that did come down to the very wire. That net was so open for LA Tech, and they just couldn't get a shot on that was strong enough. Not a lot of boost left. You don't have that most valuable resource here in Rocket League. And then, of course, Mitra, who had a phenomenal performance there in that third game, was able to clear the backboard, get disruptive on that final infield pass, and that's going to seal the case there for them. Match point now for FAU.
This is a big swing game right here for the Owls. I think that pretty good for them in their favor. Their offense, again, paid off. They kind of looked like they did in game one, didn't they, Borky?
Yeah, definitely seeing some remnants of that game one showing up, making its appearance here. But I feel like a lot of that really stemmed from the early confidence that Mitra was able to reestablish in FAU. You know, hat trick, that's an impressive stat line alone for them. But just their ability to always be involved in the play, it really felt like they were a step above at all times.
They really were. And it just kind of, you got to imagine, right? Like, you got to imagine how it feels to be LA Tech. They want to get it back. You can see the offense kind of working its way into the right pace and the right angle that they wanted to take each time they approach line out. Here's a shot, just a little high. Skies has to double on that one. Yet again, another just over the crossbar. Quantity tries to lay it down, but they have to retreat now. This will be an opportunity for the Owls to strike if they can get some kind of possession, but Quantity is going to deny it, at least for the moment. And this is now just, again, the way the Owls have turned it on the Bulldogs, it's like they're almost playing really, really well in transition. I don't want to call it a counterattack, though.
Yeah, I mean, the transition is pretty flawless here, and I agree with the sentiment. At first, it was very counterattacky, but now they've been doing a lot better job of just, instead of instantly shooting it, trying to work down that defense, find a mistake, a chink in that armor, and when they do, it has paid off really well for them. Right now, the Bulldogs trying to get out of their own half here. We remain scoreless within this first minute. It's a bit of change of pace comparative to that first and third game we played here, but FAU, 2 chances to close this series out. The Bulldogs need to win 2 straight, and what's at stake here? Well, it's the finals.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's going to be, again, this week 1 non-conference play, like I said, it doesn't actually have any real bearing on the rest of your conference play. It's just a number on your schedule, but it's just nice to always win, especially when you feel like you could have won a series and maybe you didn't squeeze it out in time. Off the back while we go, Dr. Dom's going to put that one in easy. The Bulldogs take the lead in game 4. If they're going to trade on the series with the odd and even games, it really stinks that you're the one taking control in the even side, huh?
Yeah, and if we're talking about trends as well, so far the trend has been whichever team scores first has been the one to come away with that game. So for all the Bulldog fans out there, this one is looking to be in your favor with that opening Dr. Dom goal. But yeah, basically, as you were saying, I know it doesn't really matter too much since it is non-conference, but it's a good way to gauge how your season's going to look. You know, if you come into one of these, you're able to win in a pretty commanding fashion. It sets you up for that confidence. You know that you have that ability to go far within the conference. So you want to play for that. It gets your season off to the strong start.
It does, man. It really just, it's that confidence booster you want to play with. And obviously both teams, it's a close series, not, I mean, granted, game 2 was an absolute stinker of a game in the, on the results page, but it's been 1-goal games on the side of Florida Atlantic. Dr. Dom puts in a second. What is up with LA Tech and putting a goose egg on the opposite side of the scoreboard?
Yeah, I mean, That's just an unfortunate 50 that plays up in front of the net, and Dr. Dom, he somehow read that that play like a book, was following that all the way through, able to sink that home. And right now, LA Tech reversing the tables here once again. Game number 4, they seem to be the team that has the even number for the wins in this series here, but if they can hold on to it, they will guarantee us that game 5. Mitra trying to find some of that former glory from last game. Valk plays that up high. Mitra does come down from it. Waterfalls served on a silver platter.
Now, this is where we kind of start to see the Florida Atlantic offense probably get some type of fire underneath them, right? They've got a goal on the scoreboard. They have a chance to close this series out in this game. LA Tech is going to have to tighten up their offense. And I mean, with Dr. Dom kind of with the hot hands right now on the shooting, I would look to probably focus more on letting space be created for them. There's a flip reset touch, little to no boost to continue. So that one's easily saved away, but Quantity laying it down for Lynette, a chance to go one more time. It's over, and unfortunately, Dr. Dom can't put the finishing touches on that. They have to retreat here, but they're playing so dang scrappy that the ball hasn't left the Florida Atlantic half.
Oh, it's a really good position to be in there for LA Tech, keeping it on the other side of the pitch because you're less likely to be scored on there. I know whenever I'm cheering for my team, I ask that they just keep it there forever. Valk will get a big clear skies on the demo there on Lynad. Will allow a bit of offense to ensue here. Mitra gets the 50 through, but it does fall off target, and they sure would have loved to get that one with only 30 seconds left here.
Oh, I know. They're definitely going to want one for the side of the Owls. It's an errant shot put towards the net. A little bit of an open net on the side of the red. They may get an opportunity here. No, it's a big 50 from Lynad. Dr. Dom is going to go. Just needs to put the ball on target. Lynad was looking to squeeze that one through, but less than 10 seconds left. If they are able to secure the possession and move the ball the other way, maybe well, never mind. I was going to say, maybe the Owls can do a 0-second drill, but hey, game number 5, Mr. Borgie.
Well, we saw the first 2 streams here on so far here in the Sideline Sports Invitational B3O sweep. So what a treat it is for both of us, especially my first cast here on the CCS stream, being a game 5. It's such a treat.
It is, man. And hey, we got to lock it in. Get going, Valk. Like, hurry up. We're trying to see what happens. You take your time talking about how the next game is going to get set up. You know what I'm saying? I'm kidding. I don't want to rush anybody. They're obviously having a conversation. They're doing a little bit of a team talk. It's important. In these series like this, you don't get time. You don't get a timeout. You got to take every moment you can to at least go, hey, let's forget about what happened this last game and let's roll into this. We had a chance to close the series out. We missed it, but taking it game at a time is a mentality you got to have.
Most definitely. I mean, I said it earlier and I'll say it again. It's not how you start, but it's how you finish. Well, finish line is in reach for both of these teams. The finals is in sight, just within grasp. I'm sure both of them want it, and we'll have to see who's the lucky winner here to take it away. Game number 5 kicking off now.
So we got to decide a winner, and this is exactly what LA Tech were hunting for in this series so far. They did start it a bit late, but they have put quite an offensive showing in the games that they have won. Not to say that Florida Atlantic hasn't, but they've been much, much closer when Florida Atlantic take the W. So I don't know if that's a sign. I don't know if maybe that's just the way kind of like these players lock in and well, hello. Skies doesn't care about anything. I was saying is like, by the way, there's 2 people in my way. Get out.
Oh, well, I mean, we saw off of the kickoff, there's 2 quick demos, and we see here Skies completely shatters the defense. Not even a chance to spawn back in while that one's put away there by Valk. And a great start there for the Owls. They get another shot on there with Mitra. Lionad's the one able to come behind that one this time. Thankfully wasn't demoed off the pitch for his efforts, but it's a quick counterattack and a huge save there from Quantity.
Much needed for LA Tech. Oh, Dr. Doom couldn't continue it. That one's going to be tough. Quantity, an opportunity here. Tried to challenge from the corner, but it was a great touch for the Owls. Linad, maybe a waterfall. No, that one's denied by Skies. Good 50 in the corner for LA Tech. Lays it down. Dr. Dom with the Fisher. And there it is. We are tied up before 90 seconds have been completed in Game 5.
And it surely is scripted here, right? It's going to be very close for a lot of these games. And then, of course, Game 5, 1 apiece. We're not even halfway through this one. I have a feeling it has all of the makings for a storybook ending. Valk's going to put a shot there. Will bounce off the top of the woodwork and out. It allows Linad here to get some possession. Dr. Dom behind this one, giving a taste of the Owls' own medicine. Huge demo there, but nothing comes out of it here for the Bulldogs, and they're just going to have to go back to the drawing board as Sky returns the favor.
Oh, Quantity trying. Linad. Oh, down to the corner. Could be something. No, Mitra sees it quickly. Big bump, though. Dr. Dom doesn't have the best possession. So Linad has to race from the back line. The third man. There's not a pass to be had, unfortunately, from Dr. Dom. Quantity a little late to the play. They're doing these solo effort opportunities to try to move the ball forward, and it worked a little bit, but I don't know how much longer it's going to keep working for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I mean, just as this game goes further and further along, it's getting so much more scrappier here. Seems like everybody's just kind of throwing themselves not only at the ball, but at each other. There has been countless demos so far occurring. Quantity trying to go up for that one. Sky's able to get it past one, but not the second. Linad still hot on this ball, but it will be Valk that pushes it downfield. Mitra there collects. Quantity, huge 50, not giving him a second to breathe or collect his thoughts there behind that play. And for the Bulldogs, it's a good look of offense, but it's short-lived.
It was short-lived, but they have a chance to play good defense here and a slow play from the backfield. Linad just throws it away, which is good enough to collect the boost one more time. It's going to be a play from the top of the ceiling. Oh, what a touch from Valk. That one's going to go just to the mid, however. Dr. Dom looking to also slow play this. An errant touch doesn't find Quantity well enough, but Linad tries to make the best of it. They still lock the ball down here at the mid. Maybe a double incoming. Yes, sir. There it is. And LA Tech, the Bulldogs barking loud as they take the lead.
Oh, we can see the barks coming out in the chat as well. Very good patience there from Quantity. Once again, just trusting that ball will find its way into his lap. He's done that before. He does it again now in probably the most crucial moments. It's a huge kickoff opportunity, but Linad not able to sink that home. It does come back down, but it is kept out, and the Owls are still in Game 5.
Yeah, but there's 90 seconds left, Borky. You got to do something with these 90 seconds, and offense has not looked the best. If you're the team in red, that's a big demo. Are they going to do it again? Are they going to delete the players they need to make their opportunities come to fruition? Big dunk, back wall play. Quantity looking for Dr. Dom. Dr. Dom is off to the side. Skies lays it down. I loved the creation of that play. Unfortunately, the pass was not perfect. That one errant for the Owls, and they have to reset and retry.
Oh, I mean, every time they get reset, it feels like an opportunity for the Bulldogs now to put this game out of reach. They just continuously pepper these cannonball shots on net. Dr. Dom still showing the demos out here. Mitra trying to get a double touch there off of the sidewall. Will just be a little bit too far out of reach. It's a big clear. Dr. Dom tries to get Skies. Barely missing, though. That's a sigh of relief as now this ball heads down back into the other corner. 30 seconds remaining here.
They've got to do something. Valk, an opportunity to get the offense started. Mitra really had to hit the brakes and turn around, but they are all out of sorts on their rotations. No boost as well. This could be dangerous territory. The 10-second mark on your screen. They have to act now if they want to stay in this. But if someone gets an errant touch, no. But that's the shot. That's the finisher. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. LA Tech put the nail in the coffin of game number 5.
Such a beautifully placed shot as well to seal this one out. And it's a great response from the Bulldogs, breaking both of our trends of who wins which series. The opening goal doesn't matter here. They respond in full force, winning 2 in a row, and they book their ticket to the finals.
Amazing, dude. This has been absolutely wonderful. The Invitational this weekend has had so many good teams in it. We saw a few last night. We've got a couple more here. It's just great Rocket League all around. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely wonderful Rocket League. Well, what was the most unexpected part of that series so far? I mean, obviously, LA Tech went in the back-to-back games to really kind of throw the wrench in our game plan. But what did you feel really is a big takeaway from that one?
Yeah, I mean, I really felt like, the first game, it was very close. The second game, FAU just kind of ran away with it. That game was all theirs. I think it was like 3-1 or something, which was a bit of an outlier in the games we got to watch. So for LA Tech to be able to bounce back, win out the third game, and then, just kind of trade back and forth. It was very impressive how they were able to just stay composed, because it's always a question about mental and pro play, but more especially in the college level, how are they going to stay level-headed? And for being able to do that and then close this one out, it's very impressive from LA Tech.
I got to agree. Well, guys, we got another series for you. As you can see in the beautiful overlay we have on the screen for you, we got, I believe it's NIU and UConn coming up next. So give us a short amount of time here. Take a break, go get some water, lock in for the next game. Don't go anywhere because this is the CCS Sideline Sports Invitational.